Hello, how are we doing? We're good. I hope so. I've been thinking, sound like my father-in-law, and I think one of the most difficult things you can do is not be self-critical. That's fairly easy, and I'm very good at being self-critical. But being celebratory, and that's what I'm going to talk about now for a little bit. This may go on for a longer one than I would usually talk for, but I was talking to some colleagues today, and I think if you've been watching these vlogs and you've been talking to me in any kind of way, shape or form, I found the past 5 months to be somewhat stressful. Again, it's been something of a career pivot. I stepped into a role that I wasn't necessarily 100% certain I was a good fit for. I'm still not 100% certain I'm a good fit for. It's been a challenge. It continues to be a challenge, and I found myself apologizing to people for my lack of knowledge in certain areas, my lack of leadership, and all of the things that I see that is a negative, or see that are negatives about me in this current role, when previously I've been able to be in posts where I've been comfortable. I've had a high level of technical and performative aptitude where I've been able to deliver above and beyond what was expected of me. And perhaps that is, with hindsight, being something of a safety net for myself, where I've always tried, perhaps through lack of self-confidence, to do things that I was only 100% certain that I could do. And coming into this post, to this role, this change in life, I'm doing things far in excess of what I've been doing before, or been used to doing. Even when I was working for myself for a number of years and I was putting myself in difficult situations and trying to develop, my anxiety, which I am anxiety ridden utterly. I have massive imposter syndrome, massive performance anxiety. I really do. I struggle with that daily. However, I've had some really nice feedback from colleagues, direct reports. I have a fantastic team that I work with. I'm not going to say work under me, because I don't like that. I'm very much a fan of flat hierarchy for the majority of things. And I get to work with some fantastic people, and they've said some great things, and I think it's important that I learn to accept that and look at the things that I have achieved. Certainly over the last 5 months since I came into this, now I still feel like I'm massively on the outside of things, in terms of where I sit in the team now that I am part of as a leadership team. I'm still finding my feet. I'm trying my hardest. I'm removing things from my own personal life to make more time and bandwidth for work elements that I need to significantly upskill myself on. I'm making no apologies for that. I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing and asking, I think, provocative questions. I'm in the position where I'm the one now asking what I feel are silly questions, because I don't understand some of the basic parlance, some of the data sets that I'm expected to speak to on and around and deliver results based on their growth, etc. Until I fully understand that, in my head, 5 months to be still asking those questions and to be not fully compass mentis with it is, to me, unacceptable. And I think to some of the other colleagues that I work with, I think they feel that's unacceptable as well. But for the majority of people, I think from the feedback that I've had, it's understandable that I'm doing 2 roles, balancing being a husband and a father, both of the things that I struggle to do well and things that I'm doing well at. to be a good son, look after my parents, all of the other things, and to try to have a life and balance. Let's be honest, a fragile mental state at the best of times. I think I've done all right, and I'm gonna give myself today as a win to not be negative going into the bank holiday weekend. That, you know, considering I had no handover, no real guidance for the past 6 months, was in some respects feel like I was handed a ticking time bomb, and that I've managed to keep that at least ticking and buying time for the time being. I'm alright, and I've looked after my team. Nobody's lost their jobs. There's been no major issues, and we've made progress across the board. I'm gonna give myself that as a win and stop being so hard on myself for today, at least. That's it. That's all I wanted to say to myself. So when I watch this back tomorrow on Saturday, you did all right, Wayne. You did all right. Keep it up, bud.